Was I muted? I think I was muted. It's time to talk about the Chargers versus the Raiders last night. It what could have been the most amazing game of all time. Ladies and gentlemen, last night was one hell of a game to watch. The Chargers versus the Raiders at Las Vegas at the Roomba Stadium. It was as if things were going right for a minute. Yes, of course, the Chargers were doing a little terrible in the beginning. A lot of penalties were called against the Chargers. Penalties that were called correctly. Unfortunately, I can't disagree with those. I just wish the Chargers didn't make that many mistakes. But it is what it is. I can't disagree with that. A lot of people saying that the refs need to be looked at. That the refs are the reason why we lost. I disagree. I think the refs made some good calls. We start off in the beginning. Raiders get a 3-point kick in. The Raiders were the first team to make the point onto the board. Then, I think the Chargers did have the ball, but lost the ball. Raiders had the opportunity to make a touchdown again. They did. Then the Chargers got the ball back. They made a touchdown. It was getting to a point after halftime, the Raiders were leading, and I was getting to a point where like, damn, I can't believe this is happening. I was getting tired, and I was just like, I don't know if the Chargers have a chance to come back. But lo and behold, Justin Herbert was able to manage to bring the Chargers back to tie up the game. Austin Ekeler with 2 running touchdowns, and then he went for a 2-point conversion touchdown. Mike Williams, touchdown. Justin Herbert, the 4th down GOAT. But unfortunately, as much as I wanted the Chargers to win, or seeing them tie, sometimes you can't have it your way.
Carlon puts it down, and we are going to overtime.
The Chargers and the Raiders go into overtime. Raiders get the ball first. They make a 3-point kick, and there was the Chargers' turn to answer. Herbert got us all the way to the red zone. Not the red zone. Got us to the 30-yard line. Justin Herbert tries to make a desperate throw to Mike Williams on the 3rd down. But Mike Williams unfortunately did not catch the ball. I was hoping that the Chargers will go down on 4th again. What do you got to lose? You go for it. You miss it, and the Raiders win. The Raiders still won. I think they should have gone for it out on 4th down when we could have just gotten the 1st down. Try our chances at getting a touchdown. We decided to go for a 3-point kick, and the game was tied. Raiders turn to get the ball. The Raiders get to about the 40-yard line, maybe the 50. Third down happens, and it looked like the Raiders were just gonna let the clock run down. And there goes the clock, winding down from 30 seconds. Started at 40, and right at, I want to say at 33 seconds, Chargers call timeout. Probably the biggest mistake the Chargers have made. Had only they let the clock run down and not called a timeout just to fix certain things. They thought that the Raiders were going to do another running play. Had they not called a touchdown, the Raiders were thinking about just kneeling it and just calling it a tie game. And both the Chargers and the Raiders could have gone to the playoffs. But because of that timeout, The Raiders decided to go for it. The Chargers flinched. All they had to do was hold off. But that's not what happened. The Raiders got a 3-point kick in, and the Raiders won. The Chargers are off. They're out of the playoffs. And the Raiders are playing against the Bengals. What a game. What a game. When all hope looked like it was gone, like the Chargers had no chance of coming back, they pulled off a miracle, and they came back to tie the game to put it to overtime. Unfortunately, they couldn't get the win at the very end. But I have high hopes. I have high hopes for next season. So while we can say, oh, this should have happened, we should have won X game, that game, this game, the referees this, referees that, penalties this, penalties that. I'm not worried about the Chargers. I have high hopes for them. They have a bright future. So ladies and gentlemen, it is time to look for the future. It is time to start thinking about the NFL draft. Charger fans, I have a proposal to make. An idea that could take us all the way if we choose wisely during the draft. I think we should spend our number 1 pick, hear me out, on a tight end. Evidence I have here today to prove to you why we need a tight end. Starting off, George Kittle and Jimmy G. Both are one heck of a duo. This is a QB and tight end who work together to get things done. Next example, Patrick Mahomes and Travis Kelce. Good duos. A quarterback and a tight end that can get things done. And last but not least, Tom Brady and Rob Gronkowski. If we use our first draft wisely and draft a tight end, big things could happen on offense, ladies and gentlemen. I don't think we should waste our first draft to pick up a speedy wide receiver. I think we need a tight end, and the tight end is going to be our answer. Some might disagree, and some might agree. Another thing we also need to look into is probably drafting a kicker, specifically the kicker from SDSU. Raging Bolt agrees with me on that one. However, Raging Bolt thinks that we should draft different players, but we can both learn to agree and disagree. I believe if we draft a tight end, the Chargers are going to be a very scary team in terms of the offense. Now, we should start using our other draft picks and fixing the defensive squad. We need to fix the running play defense. The defense this year was not the defense that we thought Brandon Staley's could make this team to be. Running plays after running plays after running plays. Each team has got on the Chargers. Teams were able to make a first down, and a first down leads to a touchdown. We can easily fix it, but we gotta make those changes. And I think if we fix the right side of the defensive line, we should be good. The Raiders found the weakness against the Chargers last night, and they kept attacking from the right. We need to fix that. Maybe look into getting another cornerback. Raging Bolts agrees with that. Getting another cornerback as well. Little by little, we'll get this team to being probably a high elite level team one day. But we gotta use our drafts wisely, and I really think that we should get a tight end. That is my talk for today. What do you guys think? Do we agree or do we disagree? Should Chargers use their first draft pick to pick up a tight end? And with that, I conclude my TED Talk.